Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what to embrace and what to release this week for the week ahead. You, yourself, what to embrace, what to release. Now, I've got two cards from the tarot on this for you, but I'm going to get a bit more specific. So for Aries, Spirit, boom. For Leo, this one. Oh, man. And for Sagittarius, there we go. All right, so fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this is for you. So what to embrace this week? Queen of Cups is what you have showing up for you here, what to embrace. Now, the Queen of Cups is loving and giving and nurturing, okay? So this is across the board, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, to embrace your loving nature, to embrace your kind and nurturing nature, not to necessarily wear your heart on your sleeve. What I see on this card here, you see how her cup is balanced, like so, she's just balanced in her hand right there, like not a care in the world. It's not overflowing. She's not clutching it with a death grip. She's not afraid it's going to topple over. She just has it very nicely balanced there, and she's able to give of herself and to other people in a very positive way. Now, there's a couple of keywords on this card that says intuition, compassion, creativity. So I love this for you guys, embracing your intuition, your compassion, your creativity this week. What to release, what to release. Ace of Cups, okay? And the tagline on this says love, relationships, beginnings, okay? What to release, starting something new, throwing your hands in the air and saying, F it, I'm going to start fresh. Times are too hard right now. I'll just say this just for this week, friends. Spirit is saying to continue loving in the ways that you've always been loving and not to start some kind of new venture, new project, venture this way or that way, or close any final doors is what I'm really getting, because the energy might be quite intense for many right now and it might not be the right time, okay? But definitely use your own free will and good judgment. But the Queen is much more advanced than the Ace. The Ace is like, oh, I'm not sure, I'm starting this new thing, you know, but the Queen is like mastered it already. So I see here what to embrace and what to release is to embrace the mastery of your emotions, to release those immature emotions. Sometimes you just want to pop off at somebody. Remember that maybe people pop off at you, okay? It's not okay to be abused or abusive, all right? But sometimes people have attitudes, and allowing people the grace of being human and can sometimes really squash a problem before it even starts. I'm feeling this through fire signs, all right? And now, just to get a little more specific here, with Aries. Aries, the card that fell for you is an uncomfortable corner, all right? So sometimes life puts us in this place where we feel extremely uncomfortable with our circumstances or with our environment or in some relationships in our lives, and that's an invitation for us to make some kind of change. It's almost like your insides are like, I need to make a change, right? You need to do something or burst, all right? That is what I see here for you, Aries. So it is indicated for you to embrace this Queen of Cups energy. The Queen of Cups loves herself before she loves anyone else, but that does not make her selfish. Okay, that gives her an abundance to flow out to other people. She's able to love truly and fully because she can love herself fully. Okay, and she doesn't allow herself to be slighted. Sometimes when we're put in these corners that we know, like, man, I deserve better than this. I'm worth more than this, whatever area of your life this could be in that feels unfair or uncomfortable to you. It's an eye-opening experience to say, wow, you know what, I withstood that, but I don't have to live there. Okay, I can outgrow this and change my circumstances. It is definitely ill-advised, Aries, for you to lash out in an immature way, especially emotionally. Sometimes we want to throw daggers or be on the pity pot or feel like a victim, all right? This is indicating to you not to do that this week. That's not going to be beneficial to you this week or in the long run. Leo, the card that you have supporting your reading is stressed out, all right? So for this coming week, you might have a busy schedule. You might feel like pulled in a lot of different directions, okay? But remember who you are at your core here with the Queen of Cups. You are so loving and giving, and maybe this is why you're a little bit stressed out, Leo, because you've agreed to do some things for people that you care about and have spread yourself too thin. So what Spirit is saying is just to remember that you did agree to the obligations that you have cut out for yourself for the upcoming week. Whether you feel stressed because you have a lot to do, the Spirit is saying tackle it. If you feel stressed because you've got stuff piling up and a lot of stuff to do, start tackling it and crossing those things off the list. That will give you the momentum that you need to propel you to even tackle it further, okay? If you're feeling stressed out because circumstances are beyond your control or you're worried about other people, etc., pray for those individuals. Lift them up with love in your heart to the angels. Lift them up into the light and hold space for them to heal and grow so that they may not be so consumed with whatever circumstances might be stressing you out. By proxy, that's what I feel. And what to refrain from based on this Ace of Cups. Immature emotions. Oh, I'm going to procrastinate. I feel this here, Leo. I'm going to procrastinate because this stresses me out. I'm going to plug my ears and ignore this problem. I feel like the more you ignore the problem, the bigger it gets. You know what I mean? So Spirit is saying, don't let that problem get any bigger. All right, just handle this stuff like the Queen of Cups, the master that you are of your own emotions. You can totally handle this and know that this schedule, this is only temporary. If you have somehow lined this up for yourself so that you just have a busy week, a lot to do, it's only temporary. If you want to change your schedule, you have the power and ability to do so. Decide to take on less. Decide to commit yourself to less obligations. You're learning now. You're learning like, oh man, that was just too much. Sagittarius, now you have the work face. You have work face showing up for you. This means that you might feel extremely successful in some areas of your life, and in other areas of your life might not be so content, might not be so satisfying. You might have some upheaval in some other areas of your life, but you're able to put on that mask, that work face mask, and show up and rise to the occasion and smash it out the park, truly. The work face is about kicking ass, no matter what's going on behind the scenes, all right? No matter what is going on behind the scenes. So I want you to know that as the Queen of Cups, you do have this inner core of yourself that is kind and loving and giving and nurturing. I feel like your inner core might feel a little drained and depleted. I'll say this, Sagittarius. You might feel like, you know how like when you take a sponge and you put it in water and it absorbs all the water and then you wring it out and it's got not a drop left to give, right? That's kind of how I feel for you, Sagittarius. You might feel like you don't have a drop left in there to give anything else and that this is a facade. I want you to know that this is not a facade. Spirit is siphoning your inner resources to make you feel more successful in these areas of your life, and that is giving you the confidence and the jolt and literally the leg up that you need in these other areas of your life where you might be struggling a little bit. All right, so continue to shine and succeed in the ways that you do. You are that queen. You are that master. You are not some immature, youthful, uncertain, wet behind the ears, unseasoned person who doesn't know their whatever from a hole in the ground. You know what I mean? That is not you. And just because you might not be pulling off everything in all areas of your life does not mean it's not possible for you. You are getting there. And by holding this frequency where you are successful, you're pulling your frequency up in all those other areas too. So that is what I have for the fire signs. Whew, great energy this week, fire signs. Thank you so much for letting me read for you guys. I appreciate you.